What I got with me today is the Trangia multi-fuel ×2. Now what I'm going to do is just go into it a bit with details and show you how to rig it up and tell you what I think of it, and also make a cup of tea. Okay, so and tell you a few things I've discovered with it. It doesn't say on the instructions. Okay, all right, let's go and have a look. Oop, nearly fell. And here we have it. So all it is to rig it up is you put this nozzle here, which is the on and off switch as well, through here, out the big hole there, and then slot this bit into place. So, and I suppose you could put that on top as well, so not difficult, is it, you know? So there you go, that's that. I suppose you've got to take it out the bag as well. But anyway, right, okay, you've seen the nozzle and the on and off switch. So this is the fuel bottle, right? Okay, now you can't see it very well, but there's a little word there. It says off, okay, and on the other side it says on. Now this bit here rotates with the thread. You know, the thread is rotating as well, and that's how you attach it to that. Be very careful not to cross thread it, and you know, just be careful, I suppose. Right, now if you notice, this pump, obviously you screw this pump into the top of the bottle there, but this pump is on an angle. Now when you want to turn it off, you put it that way, and then the pump is sucking in air, and if you want to use it, you put it that way, or that way if you want. But it's that way, and you've got to let the word on there, and of course the pump is then downwards and it's sucking in fuel. Now you've got these two fill lines, okay. Now one is maximum fill line, the bottom one that is, maximum fill line when you're using this, the pump, and without the pump the maximum fill line is the upper one. All right, it does say on the side in different languages. That's the English one. Maximum fill level without pump unit. Maximum fill level without pump unit. No, with pump unit fitted. I need my glasses. Anyway, and I think you get different sizes as well. I think this is a 0.6 of a litre, so it's just over half a litre. And of course I can go into the bell housing. I call this the bell housing, okay, because this housing is in the shape of a bell, and it's sort of housing something. You got your flame spreader here. You can just clip this off, and underneath, just down there, a little screw, you've got your jet, okay. That's number 32. Now number 32 means 0.32 millimeters. That's the size of the aperture in the middle, the little hole in the middle. All right, and the other one, which is 28, obviously that's 0.28 millimeters aperture for that one. Right, what happens is, what you do is you pump this 20 times. You don't need to pump anymore, okay. It'll work 20 times fine. All right, it's so tempting to do more than 20 because it's difficult to light, and you're thinking you know there's not enough power behind this, not enough pressure. So but it is 20 pumps is fine. The way it's engineered and designed is perfect. It will work. All right, I had problems with it at the start, but I discovered later I made a mistake, and also, yeah, it was partly my fault, but there are manufacturers' faults as well. Anyway, So what you do is 20 pumps, put it like that or like that. Make sure it's the on bit is facing the sky. This is obviously going to be attached, and then you open the valve to let a bit of fuel come through, and it'll come in there. It'll just, and then drip down onto the little spongy thing on the bottom there. So just open that valve, about 2 seconds, maybe 4 to 6 seconds, you know, depending on what fuel you got, how cold it is, how windy it is, you know, and all that. And I think the altitude as well. But yeah, but you'll get used to that anyway. I actually did it 4 times today, and it's a little bit chilly on this hillside, so, and that worked fine. So and then when the flames die down to about this level roughly, you'll get to know the feel of it, right? Just dying down just an inch or two, no, about 2 or 3 inches above it. That's only a guess, that's not on the instructions, just me saying that. And then just slowly turn the nozzle on, okay, nice and slow, and then turn that off, and then it'll start to sound like a rocket then, and the blue flame will start showing. However, out here you can't see the blue flame, and you can just about see the yellow one as well. So you've got to work a bit blind. It's not like in the garage or in the shed or in the garden or something like that. So anyway, that's how you do it. It is a bit difficult, and it's very important you get it right, because if you get it wrong and this heats up and it all goes out, you've got to turn that nozzle off and then wait until this cools down again. You've got to do that, which could take 5 to 10 minutes depending where you are, what, you know, the weather and whether it's hot or cold, and start all over again. You've got to, okay? So it's imperative that you get this starting up procedure correct. Turning it off is not a problem, all right? It's just starting it up, because if you don't get it right, it'll start to piss you off. And it is starting to rain now. It's supposed to be sunny. That's why I come out today. But anyway, just get it right. So I'm going to do that now and see if I can get it right. Okay, let's attach the pipe to the fuel. There you go, it's getting on. All right, 20 pumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Put it down, make sure the on bit is facing the sky. If you can't see the on bit, just look at the tilt. It should be going down into the fuel. Try and put it a bit flatter. Right, okay. I'm going to do about 4 seconds. I know I didn't say seconds before, but I'll say it now. 4 seconds. 2, 3, 4. Turn it off. All right. It is a bit windy actually. Normally you could just use one of these ferro rods, a nice thick one there. I think that's a 10 or 12 millimeter diameter, 12 millimeter, something like that. And got a little whistle on that one as well. And normally you could just do this business and pull your left hand back, but it's a bit windy today, so I have to do it more of a pristine way. I'm going to put my left thumb over my right thumb, and it's more pressure, right? And I'm just scraping the end by there. So I'll try that. There you go. I'll put this on because it's a bit breezy. Put that thing away. All right, don't get complacent. It's not over yet. There you go. You might hear that sort of flickering, burning and all that, but I shall put that on because it's breezy. There you are, look. Windy. Right, get ready. I'm getting ready. Don't get complacent. Oh, it's bloody windy. Oh, I'll turn it on a little bit. A bit more. Yeah. There you go. Now that's on low. That's on low. Now my experience is, because that bell housing is still trying to heat up, if you put it on high, sometimes it could blow the flames out, okay? Because what's happening is the fuel is going down the line, liquid. It gets to a, sort of near the centre there, and it vaporizes, turns it into a gas, and then that's what you see, or what you're not seeing, a blue flame. But that gas can blow it out as well. So you've got to get it right, you know. But I think I've got it. It took me days and days and days to get this right, but I was making a mistake as well. I'll tell you that later on. I'll give that a minute when it's nice and hot, and then I'll turn it up a bit more then, so I know it won't, the vapour won't blow the flame out, because it's a bit breezy out here as well. Turn it up. There you go. So that's it. That's it. That's what you do to turn it on. Got to be really careful. You know, you don't lean over the top of it or anything like that, because it blows up. You know, you didn't see that then, but it does go poof. You know, so yeah, so you got to be really careful. Okay, turning it off. Right. Why not go into it? What you do is you turn that bottle over so the off thing, the off word is facing the sky. You wait. The instructions say wait, and it'll take a minute for all the fuel to go through and depressurize as well. All right. In my experience, it takes a minute and a half to 2 minutes. All right. So but just bear in mind, and then the hissing will go through. That's the depressurizing, and then when it stops, you can put your head near it, but not over the top, but put your head near it to listen. And then when the hissing has stopped, turn the nozzle off. I'll repeat that, turn the nozzle off, don't forget that. So yeah, so I'll do that now. Turn that over. There's the off word, and make sure that's parallel as best as you can. Now that is going to take a minute and a half to 2 minutes. All right, so what do we talk about? Do I put a bit of music on? Nah, I got a bit of paper here. I could sort of reel off a couple of bits. It's still going. I don't know whether you can hear that. Oh, I got it upside down. I'm really professional. I got a script. Right, the Jet 28 0.28 millimeters. That is used for the kerosene, diesel, and aviation fuel. Jet 32, which is the one that's in there now, is used for the cartridge gas, which is probably the best one to use. That's what the instructions say, you know. White gas which is your Coleman's fuel, I believe, Primus power fuel, and alkylate petrol. All right, if you're, it says on the instructions, do not use gasoline or something like that, right? But if you're in the UK, Europe or Australia, because of the way the fuel is 95 octane or something like that, you could use unleaded petrol in this cooker. All right, so there's a bit of conflict in there. So but yeah, so there you go. So if I went to somewhere outside of UK, Europe or Australia, which is probably won't, oh, it's just gone out. See, so I'm going to turn the nozzle off. No, I'm not. I'm going to wait till the hiss stops. Hear that hissing? It's good to listen to that hiss, because if it's a spluttery hiss, it's not working fully 100%. But if it's a nice smooth hiss, then it is. Give it a little shake. Still bits coming out. See, it could very easily explode a little bit and splutter. So you've got to be really careful with these cookers. Right, I think that's it. It's good to get it right, because when you undo this, there won't be any fuel residue on your fingers, which can be a bit messy. So that's that. So I'll turn that off. And that's that. So yeah, I forgot what I was saying now. So anyway, yeah, if I was going to go outside of the UK, Europe or Australia, if I went to America or whatever, or Middle East or whatever, you just try and find out the octane level or something of the petrol, and if it's unleaded. So anyway, just be careful with the petrol. The clearance for this, the safety clearance for this cooker when you're using the multi-fuel is 4 feet, which is 1.2 meters, just over a meter. All right, you know, so that's what the instructions say. So, you know, I mean, you don't have to, but well, what I'm saying is, never use it in a tent, never use it in a basher, and you know, don't use it in, never use it in the vestibule of a tent, and don't use it indoors, you know. So but it is, you'd get away with it in a garage or a shed with the door open. All right, because I think you could get carbon monoxide poisoning, I think. All right, so just be really careful. You could just put you asleep, and if it's still going, you could die. So anyway, it's right, yeah, vaporizes when it gets to the center. Right, never reheat when this cooker is hot. That's right. However, it doesn't say on the instructions that if you're using cartridge gas, you know, that gas that you normally use, that you screw the little nozzle on the top, you can start that when it's hot. All right, so it will work. Be very careful, but it will work. I done it today and it's not a problem. Don't use enclosed places, overcooked. Don't lean over the cooker, never lean over the cooker, just stay on the side of it. The good things about it is multi-fuel. You can use it in extreme conditions, all right, extreme cold conditions and high altitude. All right, so it's quite a specialized cooker. You got to know, you got to be diligent with this system. All right, it's not like your normal cookers. You've got to get it right. There's things that can go wrong. It probably won't, but can. And you know, it's an explosion waiting to happen if you get it wrong. If you put your mind in neutral, thinking you know it all, and you light it and it poof, bloody thing blows up. You know, so yeah, you got to be vigilant. bad things: it's expensive, it's loud, although there is mufflers for it, that doesn't come with it. It can be dangerous, and you've got to be vigilant. Lighting the cooker. If it's rainy, or you're tired, you're pissed off, you know, you're not fully seasoned into your trip, it could be a bit of a faff, you know. So if you're seasoned into your trip, like you're doing a 2-weeker or more, you'll slow down to nature's pace. I've done this before, and it won't be a faff, all right? You'll just do it because it's part of your, it's not part of your holiday anymore, it's part of your life, because you're doing a long distance, all right? So but if you're out for the day and you're a bit tired, starting to rain, you know, you're achy or you're unfit or something, it's irritating. It's more of a faff sorting it out, but you've got to do it, you know, because when you're tired and miserable or whatever, you slow down, your discipline slows down, and you just don't want to do anything. So lighting the cooker needs to be correct. Right, okay. Never use methylated spirits with this cooker. I know it's multi-fuel, and I know it's trangia, and I put my mind in neutral, automatically thinking that it runs on methylated spirits as well. Well, that's what happens when you don't think, when you're doing something with a cooker like this. Because what happened is I pumped 20 times, put about 2 to 4 seconds of fuel in, turned the nozzle off, lit it, turned the nozzle on, and it built up, then died off. Did again, built up, died off. I did that on my holidays for about 5 days, no, about 2 to 3 days. Couldn't work out what was wrong. And I did start off with unleaded petrol as well, and that was a bit difficult to use, but for some reason, but I was doing everything right. Maybe I just wasn't used to it, but anyway, it works fine now, and it does work with unleaded petrol. So was the problem that I said earlier on. I was using methylated spirits and it didn't work, and I got pissed off, and I spent a lot of money on this. I thought it was a dud. Everybody on bloody forums and this, that and the other was saying it's difficult and no good and it's a mistake. It's not. You've got to get used to it, and you've got to get it right, and you've got to get the right fuel, all right? And I think that's it really. So if there's anything else, I'll come back to you. I'm sure there's other things. Oh, but anyway, I'll come back to you if there's other stuff. I'm going to make a cup of tea now and get it going, and I'm not going to show you how to do it again, but oh, what is it? Oh yes, I did hear on someone say, I don't know whether it is a YouTube channel or on a forum, because I was looking at these forums and everything to try to work out the problem that I was having. But sometimes when it's manufactured in the factory, you can get bits of dirt or dust in the fuel lines, just minute bits, and it's not it looks perfect on the outside because it's brand spanking new, but on the inside there might be like little bits in it, not massive amounts, you know, but just a few little bits that might just get into the fuel jet. So you've got to take that fuel jet out, hold it up to the sky, and you should be able to see a small perfect round hole, or hold it up to the light or something like that, sky or light, you know, depends if you're inside or outside, and then you should be able to see a perfect little round hole with a little cobwebby look. If you don't, it's blocked a little bit. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say for that so far. So I'm going to have a cup of tea. So let's go and have a look. Let's go and do it. And there's another few bits I forgot to mention. It comes with a nice trangia bag like this, and it's bellowed on its width as well, or its back end, or whatever you want to call it. It's got a little gaiter in there to put a fuel bottle, and a little zipped pouch on the inside as well. Put your tool in or something, whatever you want. It's about the size of the 27 series cooker anyway, roughly. I tried to put my cooker in there. It was a bit of a strain, but I just about done it. Like anyway, you can get a toolkit. I forgot whether it comes with it now, but I added to mine. I've got a few extra bits in there, just the O-rings, and a couple of jet cleaners. I can't get it open now. It's just a few spares, right, just in case it breaks, something breaks down. And you notice I've got a bit of trangia, methylated spirits. Well, you can actually, well, I always carry the spirit burner as well, so if anything goes wrong I could always rely on this good old method that never goes wrong. You can also prime the cooker with methylated spirits. You just can't use it for the main fuel, so that's that. Right, this cooker comes with a nice little bag. The best way to light it is with one of these ferro rods, I think. With these camping gas bottles, you need an adapter converter to go on the top to use it with this system, and it comes with a little tool as well. Now this part of the tool is made to take the jet out. You just pop this little flame spreader out, just pop it off somehow and get at it, and unscrew it and put a different one in if you want to. You got that little bit there, which is the jet cleaner, but my little wire broke off because I used it about 100 times in the first 5 days, not knowing why it wasn't working. And also these little spanners here at the edge, that's to undo these little nuts here, these little brass nuts. So you can undo this pipe and undo the bar that's going into the cooker there, don't know what you call it. And you could, to check things, you could undo this nozzle and undo these two, and then blow down the pipe to see if it's all clear, if it goes all nice and smooth. You could put your finger over this hole here and blow down there to make sure there's nothing in there. And also I think that these two prods here, that's to undo the bell housing there. There's no rubber bits or anything, just undo it and it comes off. All right, and to strip down the pump, see the knurled grips there, you undo that and it'll strip the pump out. And at the end you've got a gaiter, a leather sort of, what do you call it, a gasket, a leather gasket pointing that way. It's got to be pointing in that way so that pushes the air down, and you can undo the other bit on the end of this as well. It's like a bayonet fit, and you just clunk and out it comes. I'm not going to show you, I'm sure there's other videos that show all that. And oh, did I say the pressure on this one very good? The pressure on these particular gas canisters, they're not very good. You're only going to get a medium sort of burst out of this with these type of gas canisters, but it does work, it's fine, but it's not as good as this or that one in there, the usual ones, you know. Anyway, so I think that's it now. So anyway, I hope you find this handy, and you know, it helps you out. Oh, so there you go. I'm on the hillside in a very, very secret location. Not so. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. So like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you around. Cheers.